G12. Oh, I see. I see. So
The reason why
losers
there's
bracket.
buys is also, don't forget, because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be around 16 if you have 16 teams. So there's only 14. It will have the two
Yeah, yeah.
buys. That's why there's the two buys at the start.
We can only have these two games in the losers bracket be played right now, because then we have to go back to the winners bracket to fill the rest of the losers bracket.
Oh, that's fine.
That's good. Yeah. All right. Looks like we're gonna get started soon here.
All right, and they go.
Well, looks like our timers are very well synced up into this one. Excellent.
As you can see, they actually sent. Every inch man is actually going again to send their other teammate here. Actually manages to get through it. There we go.
Wait, but both teams one-shot the jumping puzzle. That's really good.
Wow.
Excellent.
Both teams actually doing very well. I think what was it? Every Inch Matters was the one here that struggled with this initially. So this is might be a redemption arc for them. Deal with this. Actually, both teams had this same fractal, so it's kind of one of them is advancing, one of them is getting knocked out. This is actually the first match where a team will be knocked out of the tournament.
Social awkwardness makes this rough. Oh, you can see that the Necro goes Lich form there to try to burst down the ads a bit faster, because you might as well take it.
Actually, managing to... Both teams are not doing too bad with getting the bosses together, the both champs here.
Yeah, so for this event, in that little alcove there, if your whole team stacks in that little the little alcove, the two ads will stack together perfectly. But with social awkwardness, that's not possible. So it looks like the best play here, which Team Awesome just did, I don't know if it was on purpose or accidentally, is they line of sighted the melee boss and forced it to walk over the because one of the bosses is ranged and the other one's melee, right? So you can line of sight the melee one and have him walk to you, and then just stack on the ranged one, and then the melee one will stack on top of the ranged one, and then you can clean them together.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a full...
I think that's
yeah, and they managed to... Every Inch actually just cleared it by a bit more than them, just a couple seconds.
Every Inch Matters is a tiny bit ahead, like, something like 2 or 3 seconds, but that might be all they need. This is really close. Yeah,
and actually need to go up here. If all of them make it, then they don't really need to shut this down. So it seems like every single one of them made it anyway, so they're gonna shut the console down anyway, I guess. I don't know why, but
hard to break the habit from pugging this so much. It's just gotta press the button.
Yeah, it's just instinct at this point. This is actually
the DPS on Old Tom's gonna matter here. Every Inch Matters gets started to hit the boss a little bit faster, like 4 seconds. But if Team Awesome just does a lot more damage, they could also catch up here very easily.
There's also the skip here, so they need to be able to do the skip perfectly in sync. Otherwise, they're stuck with it. Yeah. Well, I don't think they will try to do the jumping puzzle at the end. So I think if both teams even fail to skip once or twice, they'll try and get through it. It looks like Every Inch is slightly ahead here with the DPS. But Team Awesome is not doing too bad, actually. Honestly, it could just come down to the skip here. Then it looks like the Guardian here is actually going to rotate immediately.
Peeling off. Do it, although he doesn't have his... He's stuck in combat from the poison, so he can't swap. He actually goes back to help his team. Oh, that's a bit of a time loss.
Yeah.
Oh, and Every Inch Matters already finished the skip. So Team Awesome is slower here on the skip. And
the purple screen of death has returned as well. Well, that's a little unfortunate. While we go watch this, Every Inch is just starting this boss. And I believe Team Awesome, if they've done the skip, will probably start it in the next maybe 3 seconds. Should be at least. So it should be a close one.
Look like the guard who was responsible for the skip fell behind a little bit. I want to see if Every Inch Matters can manage to pull the little golems together. Oh, it's walking over. Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Not doing too bad as well here. I think it's such a close one, but for Team Awesome, unfortunately, they are going to lose this round to every inch. We've already phased it into the final phase where all 4 of them pop up here. If they could try a group up with the golems, though.
Yeah, every inch matters just got kind of cucked by that golem that ran off.
Yeah.
One, you see how they have 3 nicely grouped and then 1 off in the corner.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt them a little bit, but I think they're still going to finish faster, maybe? I don't know. That one last golem is really slowing them down. If Team Awesome can cleave hard here, they could catch back up.
It might be a close one here.
And there's a bit of a delay on Team Awesome's string too, so... every inch matters is choking on this. Oh, they finally finished it. Oh my god, wait, this is... I think Team Awesome won, actually.
Wait.
Team
Team Awesome
Awesome
actually
won.
did win. By 1 second.
Oh my god. Yeah, that last golem was so bad. Oh my goodness. I saw it. I was like, no, that golem's they're gonna regret that golem, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Gameplay. Holy. Oh, and they caught up, and of course they were behind by just a few seconds. This entire fractal.
That was exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, they were behind by like 3 or 4 seconds the entire time, but yeah, you don't have to wait for them to become inactive, right? So you can just skip them and talk to the water elementals. And as soon as you talk to all 3 elementals, your team can just GG and get the checkpoint. So that's probably one of the opportunities for the most time save in this fractal.
And there we go. As they get through it, of course, there's just a slight delay, about 2 seconds between these 2 streams. So again, the timer is accurate for the streamers. The timers aren't competing exactly with each other. This is why there is a bit of a second difference here, or about 2 seconds, you could say. There we go. They're getting through it. But we saw the problem was they had with the fire elemental section of this map, which we'll see how they managed to get through that, or not really elemental, but Phoenix thing, whatever you call that.
Looks like no one goes for the port to that island to save a little bit of time. It's quite hard to get, so I don't expect to see.
I think these both. I think what we'll see is both teams here maybe playing a lot more safer comps here, safer strategies, because if you do miss it, like you risk, delaying another 20 seconds of your time trying to just regroup again.
And it's really important here for all 5 people to make this jump puzzle, because then you can just immediately trigger the event and get started without having to wait for a GG or something. You can see the chrono on Every Inch Matters is dead right now, and he can't spawn until his teammates are out of combat, right? So his teammates are actually going to have to start the fight 4-man, or wait a very long time for him, right? Which they choose to wait. But I think they should have just started 4-man, because there's nothing that waiting for the chrono is going to do, right? That would be worth losing that much time for. You can see Team Awesome is already onto the split phase, right? Because they just went ahead and started the boss instead of waiting. They had a little bit of trouble with the split phase. A little bit slow. Every Inch Matters could make up some time here if they have an efficient split phase, but they also had a little bit of a hard time. So Team Awesome is ahead by about 15% on the boss. Looks like they're burning it down quite quickly. No DPS meters on either side, but you can tell by the speed that the boss is dying that everyone's
it's getting cleared very quickly here. And Team Awesome here finally getting into this, just slightly behind again.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Did they actually lose?
Awesome.
That's gonna be unfortunate for Every Inch here, actually losing 2 players. They might have to reset actually this boss.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
What happened?
And now they are behind quite a large margin now. They have to make up a lot of, and mostly relying on Team Awesome now to maybe make up a mistake here in their part.
They GG'd. No. Yeah. Oh man, I think it would have been better for the 2 people to just duo it at the end there rather than resetting. That's gonna be So now Team Awesome, as long as they just take it slow and steady and they don't wipe anything, they
Yeah. See
pretty
how they
much
do in
have
the
the win in
rock
the bag.
phase, actually, once they manage to get there. Looks like their fireman's managing to do quite well. Actually gets to go. Oh, and gets them the checkpoint, does he?
Oh, the checkpoint there.
Yes, there you go. Checkpoint
Oh
enabled.
no, there's one more. Yeah, there, you got it. Yep.
We're
Every inch
over.
matters is killing the elemental again. See how fast the boulders die. This is T4, so they actually need to handle the tether mechanic. Let's see if they're handling it. They can't allow anyone to get 10 stacks. Oh, the Firebrand sharing Bane Signet to his team. Okay. Oh, he gets 10 stacks, but he rallies off the rock.
That is not bad, actually. So, yeah, Team Awesome not having too much of a problem here. Of course, the purple ring right here is here.
Did Every Inch Matters have to reset on this thing again?
Did they?
I think they did.
Oh.
Oh no, that's not good. It's gonna be a very big time loss.
That's gonna be unfortunate for them. Seem to be struggling too much too as well. So that's gonna be very difficult. Like they now have to wait for Team Awesome to maybe struggle at the third part of this map, the fire pits area, and I don't really see them maybe catching up too much. Like they would have to get 2 full wipes at this point for them to really catch up.
I think that there's very little that can happen for Team Awesome to lose at this point.
Actually, managing to clear this actually quite well here. So no problems for them. If they win this, they do actually advance to the next part of the tournament, so they will avoid elimination because this is a lower bracket, and it does
you can see that the Firebrand is reflecting the Slublings to get them as allies. I think he's gonna have some Slubling allies. Look at those, the lava elementals on his team.
Yeah,
they actually do a little bit of damage to the end boss, so it's pretty good. But
well, they managed to get into it, so now they are here, and they'll begin with this boss here. Should be okay for them, actually. Again, over there, every inch. They wipe again, or no? I think they're doing the skip at this point.
Yeah, they did the water elementals. Yeah.
They are at the skip here, and there we go. They are going into the boulder, the rock phase of this. If they can clear this again and then manage to clear the next part with ease, it really comes down to if Team Awesome will wipe on the boss, or maybe even here. I don't see them wiping here, but maybe on the boss. And so, but I think, what is it? It would take maybe 2 full wipes for them really to make a difference.
It's almost impossible to wipe to the Fury of the Mountain, so they'd have to like have something really tragic happen on the end boss. But even the end boss is really easy on normal mode because all the mechanics are basically made much easier to deal with. Oh, but Every Inch Matters actually burns the rock down quite quickly. They handled the tether well, so they're chugging away. But they're an entire boss behind. Actually, they're more than an entire boss behind. They're an entire like boss and pre-event behind because they have to do the Slublings now.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can pull the Slublings together efficiently.
Meanwhile, here at Team Awesome, they actually have the whole 2-minute role play here. So unfortunate.
Yeah, a good show. Oh, the Mesmer focus pool actually got interrupted there, so they had to experience a slight issue with that first group of Slublings. Let's see if they can pull these. Okay, the warrior with the big cleave. It's pretty good. They killed it quite quickly. See if they can pull these 3 Slublings together. Nice.
Oh wow,
sounds good.
Clear, actually, very good clear.
Yeah,
they do have the boss, which will take about 2 minutes, maybe less. I mean, let's say a minute, depending on their speed. 1.5 minutes.
They're like a solid minute and a half behind Team Awesome.
And
So.
then, I mean, that's not even including the role play. So it's really a minute and a half, add another 2 minutes.
Yeah. Team Awesome would have to like just chain wipe to the last boss for a comeback to happen at this point.
I'm actually about to start the boss here. You could see. Getting ready over here.
They run right in. Yep. They're doing a quick pre-stack on the Mistlock, but you actually, I think this boss rips your boons when it starts. So I'm not sure if that pre-stack's going to do anything. Let's see. Yeah, see. So this is the only fractal boss that does the same status reset that raid bosses do. So you lose all the boons that you pre-stacked if you pre-stack on this boss. Also, they failed the break bar on the side. It looks like the Firebrand was possibly the only one trying to CC it. Because you saw him use Sanctuary and Bane Signet. But they failed the break bar, which is going to be a slight slowdown.
A bit of slow on the break bar, but they managed to.
But, I mean, they're so far ahead, it doesn't really matter as long as they kill the boss at all. They should win. Right?
Again, it's one of the differences between this one and the CM is that the CM feels more choreographed better.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wait, Team Awesome actually gets a huge time loss here because this mechanic, you actually most of the time you don't get to see it because you phase the boss to 66% before she can do it. But they failed the first break bar and then didn't do enough damage on the second one, so they got the mechanic. But again, it's not gonna matter because Every Inch Matters is still stuck in the role play.
Ooh, it's a little slow here, but I mean, it should be okay as long as they don't wipe here. They should have the win here. Or Every Inch is a little bit behind here because they just now finally got through the gate.
Yep.
As you can see, they managed to.
But if somehow Team Awesome manages to fail the DPS check again here and get the second mechanic on this phase, Every Inch Matters, if they like do the most insane DPS of their lives, could make a comeback. Oh, and they have a downstate here on Team Awesome, so they might not break the bar here. Yeah, they don't break here, which means they actually
they are taking a little too long because now this figures another phase, another section of the phase.
So she's gonna get a CC bar here, and if they don't phase her at the end of the bar, she's gonna do a mechanic that you don't see very much. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna phase it. Actually, they didn't pre-damage her enough. 42, 40, 41, 40. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna.
And over here, it actually just starts. I believe they managed to quickly get the break bar here so Every Inch actually speeding through the boss a bit better. Although they are very behind, but it will come down to if Team Awesome struggles with the downstate or something.
Yeah. So Team Awesome actually gets the mechanic and they have to do it again. But Every Inch Matters gets a downstate and the boss is at 80% and they wiped. Oh no. That is really tragic.
You don't like to see that. Oh no.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the reason that they're like not managing to phase the boss even despite breaking in the middle is so they're running like almost all power DPS, right? Which does not benefit from the expose as much as Connie classes do. So when you stack up a bunch of conditions on her and then break her, she just takes massive damage basically, and you phase her instantly.
Ooh,
but Team Awesome
actually.
Oh, they might wipe here actually. Oh.
Yes, actually, they will actually have to call a wipe here. They do wipe.
That's a bit of a tragedy.
Yeah, I think they will. This might mean if they lose this, they do trigger the CM mode for this bracket here of this match.
Oh yeah, wow, that's really unfortunate. So what happened there was someone got 10 stacks, and then while they were being rezzed, a teammate did not take the stacks off of them. So if you're in down state, the stacks still apply. So you can blow up over and over while you're in down state, kill everyone who's trying to res you. So that's what happened there, and unfortunately they group wiped. Every inch matters here is going to phase her in the middle. Yeah, so they managed to skip the storm cloud mechanic, and maybe Team Awesome can skip it this time as well. Let's see. Yeah, so they break her here. She still looks kind of healthy though. Maybe she's gonna phase the 66. Oh, it's kind of close. Can't see her HP, but no, they get the storm cloud. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, Team Awesome is just not. They don't have enough DPS.
Yeah, and it's not doing them any favors. The DPS loss in this fight is just they keep getting the phases here, and they have to keep doing the mechanics, which is unfortunate for them over at every inch. Though they seems to be okay, but they did have the wipe. But if nothing really happens from their end, you know, they seem to be getting this boss at a much faster pace. You know, they're more comfortable with the boss. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And this actually, I think this will trigger the CM challenge for the third round for them. It looks like it will go to a CM.
She does the red circle much faster in normal mode compared to the CM. So they have to break her quickly. And I don't know if they're going to make the DPS check. 35, 34, 30. Oh, no, they're pumping. They're pumping. Yeah, they got out damage. It was close, but they got her. Which means they get to skip the rock dropping mechanic. And so now they are going to face the same hurdle that Team Awesome did last round, which was getting 10 stacks from the title bargain. So let's see if they can pass the tether to each other more efficiently and not cause anyone to go down. A single down state in this phase is really tragic because
it's very unfortunate.
So
but the problem with the down state here is because there's so much going on in this fractal. It's like you can't really waste 4 seconds or 3 seconds trying to get somebody up. It just takes too long, and you avoid, you know, you kind of, sorry, not avoid, but more or less get yourself vulnerable to getting hit to some of these mechanics that happen. It's just too much. You can see
looks like every inch matters took care of the tether mechanic very well. Yep. Yeah. And now they're going to be on the last phase. I don't think they're going to try to even break her in the side. They're going to pre-damage her a bit, and then they'll break her in the middle so that they don't get the final mechanic. So if you fail the DPS check in the middle here, she does this really annoying tether and circle mechanic that's like similar to the split phase you just saw, but you get 2 tethers instead of 1 to juggle, and it's just really annoying to deal with. Actually, they're gonna see it. She's still at 10%.
So
they're gonna see it here. I wonder if it's the same in normal. I haven't seen it in normal before in CM. So yeah, you can see that there's 1 orb spawning, the title bargain, and you can see the boss is doing these big line attacks that hurt quite a bit. It actually looks like, oh yeah, you can see the second one spawning. So they have 2 tethers to juggle, which actually, unironically, this like phase of the fight is the hardest phase of any fractal because juggling these 2 tethers is really challenging without anyone getting 10 stacks. Oh, and moreover, today the instab is hamstrung. So for every stack you get, right, you lose movement speed, and then the lower you are, you also lose movement speed. And movement speed losses are multiplicative in this game, right? So if you get hamstrung stacked with the stacks.
Look at it. It was almost so close for them. Oh man, they had it and they lost it. Although not quite the same. No,
Team Awesome caught up quite a bit in the DPS here at the end. Yeah. They actually decided to all in the boss there. And
they failed.
I think they killed it.
No.
Oh, they wiped again?
They wiped at the last.
Damn. Yeah, so now it's on to the CM. Every inch matters with a comeback.
Every inch wins round 2. And this spawns the CM part of the game. So A little unfortunate. Team Awesome could have came up with the win here, but unfortunately it was not enough. And they actually wiped at the end, which is unfortunate. Imagine wiping that close at the end and like, yeah.
There's a question in the chat. Does Boon Overload go over 100% cap like Carol Facet? No, it does not. Boon Overload only goes up to 100%.
They're actually off right here. Let's see how they go with the CM mode of this. Hopefully see if they made any adjustments to their strat here. Both teams actually did manage to swap.
Yeah. Deal with. That's an overload actually.
It comes down to this. One thing I like about this is one thing I like about this is that like they just get straight to it. It's I like to call the end of this boss more like a fireworks show. Strangely enough, the normal mode just has a lot more, like you said, to do with, and that more because of like the just mechanic design of it being. I mean, it's more or less meant to take you through every phase if you don't. Whereas here, like you'd want to try and just get it done quickly, and the phase is just much shorter time compared to.
You saw also how the break bar in the middle lasts a lot longer in the CM than the normal mode.
Yeah.
Which means you pre-damage her a lot more before breaking the bar.
Yeah.
Which every Inch Matters did there. They broke it kind of late. But again, they don't have the DPS to skip this mechanic, so they're unfortunately running around to dispel the storm circles.
Oh, both teams here having to do that.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's like, again, it comes down to the safe comp, right? Like I think both these teams want to play it just really safe. And that's gonna cut some corners here, and unfortunately, DPS is just gonna be very bad for them.
Team Awesome actually is ahead by quite a bit, I think. Yeah, they're actually ahead by quite a bit. They have more damage on the CM.
And then, I wonder what class did they actually swap? What were they running? What's this?
Oh, I see. So the Team Awesome is running a Quickness Firebrand, like a Seraph Firebrand, to give quickness, whereas Every Inch Matters is running the Chrono to give quickness. Right? Firebrand is extremely strong on this boss. So I think even like a Seraph Firebrand here is most likely doing more damage than the DH by a significant margin, right? And then the STM Chrono is going to be doing very little damage. Oh, but the Firebrand runs the wrong rock here. He's actually gonna get his Mistlock popped by the mechanic.
Yeah.
He has to cleanse that burning, or he's gonna die. Okay, it should be. You can get rest here.
Yeah, true. But I mean, you lose the Mistlock now, which it's something like that. It's the rock kind of just be the reason why you missed your Mistlock. A little unfortunate here.
You ran to the wrong rock and got knocked down.
Actually,
by the,
Every Inch, I think, struggling. Ooh, and they're gonna take it down here. Actually, pipe here. Every Inch does not do well here, and they're going to actually have to reset the boss.
Oh, they wiped. Okay, I didn't catch what happened there. Maybe I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe they tanked the rocks.
No, yeah, like they tried to. No, two people didn't even make the rocks. So.
Oh no! Damn, that's unfortunate. They didn't use the stones that they wiped. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So had that caused two of their players to actually.
Sims here doing this mechanic. Oh yeah, you can see how there's a lot more green circles in the CM than the normal mode. So you have the Firebrand here giving protection with the Tome 3. He actually spams out all of his Tome 2 healing at once, which might not be the best play. Because the Tome 2 in Firebrand, right, the skill 5 called Eternal Oasis, gives an incoming healing buff to everyone hit by it for 10 seconds. It's like a 20% increase incoming heal or something like that. And you can just cast it over and over in the phase, and it's a lot more healing for your team. But they survived the phase anyway. It looks like they're going to not break her here, because they want more time to DPS her before she does the second.
They actually are going to handle this very well here. So if It should take. Again, they need to be very careful though, because they weren't able to clear the normal one here at the last time. So, and they actually managed to get it down here. The res does come through, so they're okay to continue. It would have been unfortunate if they got caught in that AoE mechanic. And they are getting the DPS down here pretty fast, actually. So, if they can just get the last 15%, they should clutch this. And of course, they do advance if they do beat this. Every inch having a lot to catch up on now. They do reach.
Let's see if Team Awesome can redeem themselves in this phase here with the two tether mechanic. Oh, it's gonna be rough though. They're passing off the tethers pretty well though. I think as long as no one gets 10 stacks. Oh no, someone got 10 stacks.
They got 10 stacks.
No, it's exploding. No, it's over.
Is over. That's unfortunate. That's only like the last 30 seconds. If they got through that, they would have literally had it all done if they just got through that.
Well, there's still a dark eye phase, right? But I'm pretty sure a dark phase is much easier than that one phase.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate. And here over at every inch, they are just about. They just got to the rock phase. Okay, so this is actually what killed them last time. They were here when and now they actually make it through. Should be okay.
Yep, their range matters is now dealing with this. I think they also are going to have to deal with the double tether phase. So it seems like whoever can pass that is probably going to be able to win this round. Since I think most people will agree with me that that's a lot harder than anything that you see in the Dark Eye phase. So let's see how long they delay the CC here. The warrior here probably wants the bar to break when he's still in Zerk. Oh, he just swaps the maces so he doesn't have all of his damaging skills up for the break bar. Damn, I don't think he got a single decapitate into the break bar, which feels really bad for the warrior player, but he had to swap the mace to finish breaking the bar, so what can you do? She's at 41%, so they have this second rock mechanic, which is a little bit annoying. You have to dodge. Nice. So the warrior here actually does very well. He double dodges.
But they actually all go down here, and they do get one of their players is wiped. I believe that's Dragon Hunter. They all just wiped though. It's over for every inch. They have to restart again, and
yeah. Ooh. So the reason everyone down there is when you get hit by the waves, when you're close to the waves, you get burning applied to you, and everyone got hit by multiple waves there, and they all had like 10 plus stacks of burning, which they didn't cleanse, and that ended up killing them. So what they could have done was have the Scourge like save F2, right? If everyone stands near the Scourge or near one of the Scourge's shades, they can just the Scourge can just press F2 and it converts all that burning to Aegis. It's very good. And of course they have no Firebrand, so they don't have access to their easy cleanse. So really the Scourge is their main source of cleanse. So yeah, they have to play around that. And whereas with Team Awesome, right, like they have a full Firebrand running staff, right? So even if the Firebrand doesn't have Tome 2 to cleanse, he has staff, right? And staff has both a light field, which is the symbol, staff 3, and a blast finisher, which is the staff 2, right? So if he needs to cleanse his teammates for some reason, he doesn't have his book up, he could always just put a staff 3 in it and blast it for a area cleanse, which would cleanse the burning. Oh, and they have a Soul Beast, right? The Soul Beast, I imagine, is running Leader of the Pack, and probably Bear Stance. Sharing Bear Stance would also be a nice cleanse for them. But anyway, Team Awesome is dealing with the tether phase again. Let's see if they can.
Again, also, chat, again, like, you have to give props to the team. They actually stepped up for the tournament. So, yeah, maybe there's wipes. Maybe you think you could do better, but you didn't sign up. And again, like, there is a stress factor. These guys are competing live in the tournament. So, a bit more respect to the teams who actually, are trying something new if it's their first time here. Like, again, this is more or less trying to up the scene here, right? If more teams can get better, more teams learn from the tournament, it just creates more for us to do next time. So yeah, unless you really think you could do better, sign up next time. So, you know, give the teams the respect that they deserve for being able to step up and try something out of their comfort zone. Actually, almost, well, they're at the semi-last. Are they actually gonna get to the tethers here? No, Team Awesome just under getting there. And focus them and
They actually don't break
but they
her
actually,
here. They're
no,
gonna,
they do
oh, they
here.
wiped the spread mechanic. Yeah, so they were trying to CC her, but they didn't finish it. So they tried to commit to the break bar, but the red AOE pulses a lot of damage. So they all tank that damage and they didn't break the bar. Breaking that bar actually instantly stops the mechanic, the thing. So what happens is the red AOE stops doing damage as soon as you break her. So they were trying to break her there. Every Inch Matters here lost their quickness chrono, and they're trying to go on without him, which seems a little bit counterproductive, but
yeah,
perhaps
and both teams
they can get a
multiple
res.
wipes here. I think it's gonna be difficult because I think if they both hit the 12, let's say what, 15-minute mark, because they wipe again actually every inch. If both teams maybe hit the 15-minute mark, we might have to call it actually, because it seems like it's gonna be a struggle for both teams to maybe continue.
Yeah, not sure what we would do for that. Would we pick a different CM or
it can be hard because we might have to either we combine both of their timings from first and second round and see which one had less time, and that, or which is very close as well.
Quite close. Yeah.
Or we have them just do a T4, and then
yeah, that's fair as well. Yeah.
Just
I think Every Inch Matters would win if we combine times, because Team Awesome only won by 1 second in theirs, and then Every Inch Matters won by
10 seconds.
A lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only way would be a T4. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think that's a fair call. Someone asked about what the reason is for the one elite spec restriction, other than just an arbitrary rule. I think the reason for that is so that we have actual everyone will have to kind of theory craft and figure out the best comps rather than just stack Scourge and Firebrand. It's a big part is for the fun for viewers, right? Because if you just have to watch double Scourge, double Firebrand every fractal, is that something that would really be entertaining, right? Like that wouldn't be good. And then this also forces teams to step out of the comfort zone and adapt to play around.
One person by the way suggested if we maybe just take which team got the lowest percentage
of Dark. Yeah.
What do you think on that?
I think one of the So Team Awesome here actually looks like they might get the P2 skip here. Yeah.
If they could get here and then get through the tethers and...
Yep, they actually skipped the second rock drop, which is good. Or maybe they already saw it and I lost track. But Every Inch Matters is fighting back. The Warrior's kind of low here, but he's actually going to heal the full as soon as he gets it. Oh, he lost his Mistlock there. He didn't dodge the impact. Oh, they have to res him quickly. Okay, yeah.
They do. They do actually. Which is actually... Okay. I think, okay, we'll confer... We need to... Okay, we have to make a strict rule then on the time limit then. And then this would be something we have to go with throughout the tournament. Either we take the lowest phase team reached. I think that would be better because it actually takes into account the fractal that they're at rather than just ignore it.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you comfortable with that?
Fair. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
And it would prevent us from having to do extra
a
fractal.
redo. Yeah, I think yeah, because then you kind of just like as if the third fractal never happens by having them do a third round again. I think being able to do it like that should be better.
I don't remember how low both teams got the boss though, but I think Team Awesome has gotten farther. I don't recall seeing Every Inch Matters
I
making it
think
to
Team Awesome
the.
actually did reach the 10%. Actually, I think they managed to. It was just before the tethers actually was. Or
Yeah, so the boss is even at like 13% right now, right?
This is
And they've
around
gotten.
where, yeah, this is literally roughly where what they died to actually. So
Yeah.
if they get through this, they should be okay. GG. And then
Yeah.
we'll move on to the next game.
Yeah, I think Every Inch Matters. I don't think they've ever seen this phase yet. I think they've died to rocks or tether each time.
Yeah. But this is literally where they wiped last time. So
yeah, Team Awesome wiped here last time.
yeah. So again, and they've been the furthest, and Every Inch actually wiped already. So I think
okay. Team Awesome lives. Team Awesome lived the tethers as long as they dodge this mechanic. Yep, that's good.
I think that's good to call it. I think I will call it like this. So I think Team Awesome wins. Gone. I think yeah. I mean they're gonna finish it anyway. So
they're gonna kill this.
All right, I'm gonna call it.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, that was a bit of a grind, but
a bit of a grind, but they do win.
Awesome gets to advance to the dark phase. Very nice. I'm actually curious because the dark phase without double scourge, I mean you would just have to break the ads or like kill one of them and tank the other with Mistlock or something. But I am curious about how the top teams would handle the dark phase. All right, I think we're moving on to the second game in the lower bracket, right?
Second game is going to be Digging in the Mists and Mediocre at Best. Interesting. Well, for DP, this is it's a redemption because they did very well against their matchup, but just a slight better strategy from the other team. But by no means were they pretty bad. They actually did very well. Right, we are rolling the next fractal as I am gonna change this in a bit. So
quite nerve-wracking.
I mean, both teams are aware.
Yep.
Right, there's actually a delay of 7 seconds from Digging in the Mist.
Oh, that's okay. Yep. So Mediocre at Best is using the stealth gyro from the Scrapper and the super speed from the Scrapper to run through the first area without getting in combat. It's very good. I was curious to see if the Scrapper would change the hollow. Oh, he did. Yeah. So the Scrapper changed back, stayed back a little bit, and swapped the hollow while he was still out of combat there. But Digging in the Mist is just blitzing through it, the same pace. So what happened was, for Digging in the Mist, I didn't see, but I'm sure this is what happened. The Thief actually ran ahead and portaled the team, and that's why they got to the first boss faster.
Actually, almost getting ready to get it down as well. That small difference here is what's going to cause it a little bit faster. Actually, get it down state. That's not what we want to see.
Digging in the Mist is
actually,
that's actually going to slow them down a little bit, but they're still well ahead of Mediocre at Best here because of that Thief.
Should be
skip
okay,
at the beginning.
And now
Thief is just so incredibly mobile, with the Shadow Step, Tropo 5, and all that. Like,
especially as a fractal like this too, right? Like it's a lot to traverse. So getting the Thief things going like ahead saves like if you add it up, it saves quite some seconds, like 30, 40 seconds here and there. And it really does add up.
Yeah, I think we saw Stuck in the Mist when they were playing against this Digging in the Mist. They had the Mesmer doing the cliffside skips, right? And the Mesmer was doing like very low damage, like almost a 0 DPS class. But the utility it brought from the focus pools, the portals, everything, which is just more than made up for the lack of damage, right? So
Actually finish should be okay on this boss. Both teams very close, and as you can see, the Soul Beast already getting ready to drop portal for the next side here. Very smooth transition actually. Waiting for it to clear as well. But over here, Digging at the Mists already commencing here with this boss. Is going to put them quite ahead actually.
well ahead, yeah. You see this lightning attack that they just tanked on the DP side. You can actually avoid that by CCing the boss repeatedly. So something like Sanctuary or Dark Razor can interrupt that and stop that attack entirely. It's pretty good.
There you go. They are actually at Amala here, buying themselves about 10 seconds. Pretty good actually, to get ahead in this fight. There's a few things you could get wrong with Amala, of course. I wouldn't say wipes, but more of things that just slow you down a lot, especially when it comes to illusions. If you're not targeting the health bar, quickly get the illusion out, and when you're talking about the necrophase, especially as well.
If you get Moa'd, if you like have the Moa cast on you, they wiped, or they GG.
I think they GG. Wait, did they actually phase it?
Well, they spawned a Mala, but then they...
No, I think they did wipe. It is a full wipe.
I think someone like died and they just decided to reset or something. I imagine. But yeah, so during this phase, you can incur massive time losses because you see the red circle expanding under that player. If he doesn't dodge it and the Mala casts Moa, you can actually become a Moa and Moa one of your teammates, and it lasts a really long time. So
it does, yeah.
You obviously are getting a lot less damage as a Moa compared to your usual character.
Having to just Moa one auto attack.
Yeah.
They are at the next phase here, so Meteor at best actually not doing too bad here. And Diggin does have a faster DPS checkmark compared to them, but they will have to.
We're actually watching a hybrid Soul Beast POV from Mediocre at best. You can see he has the Vulture stance and the Sharpening Stone.
Yeah.
But he has Sickum as well for the Axe 5 burst. See how that works out for them.
It comes into play here. Diggin actually spawning next phase here. Taking a little too long over there with the ad clearing, like with Mediocre.
And they didn't have a portal to get back to the boss either. That's like another small time loss that they dealing with. So yeah, Diggin and Mist is pulling away on this boss. They're ahead by about a whole phase here.
And they've reset actually, so they've caught up and more with the boss. Like, even though I think Mediocre had maybe only some seconds at them when they had to obviously GG to reset, but they did catch up and well ahead of it. That's very quick DPS catch.
It's really impressive for them to like reset like that and just immediately go. Like, they didn't have any hesitation to reset, right? Like, one person was dead and they just immediately called it and everyone did it.
You actually need to make those quick decisions too, especially when it comes down to like, oh, do we continue with the 4 phase and then GG? No, it's better, let's just do it now. They actually will get it done quickly now here. This is more or less the last part for them. Good outpull over there, and
that was so clean, pulling all 4 ads together. That's gonna make this split phase so fast. All of them just instantly get cleaved down. And you can see Mediocre at best is still struggling with the previous split phase.
So they get it at 6 minutes, 13 seconds.
Nice, yep, they finished that off pretty quickly.
A very good synergy. That is really great of them. Like, they had such good DPS. The ad pull as well is so smoothly done. It's beautiful. believe they should be okay now.
But mediocre at best is doing pretty well here too. Let's see if they get an ad pull as well. Perhaps the Soul Beast will do Axe
They
Flip.
do a small ad pull, but it's a little too like, oh, and too
late.
Perfect timing, Twitch. Perfect timing. I feel like they probably like finished it though.
Yeah, they probably just finished right there.
They literally like just ran back to Amala. So, yeah, nice. All right. Well, I'm doing the next wheel, and let's see who are they up against now in which fractal.
We're starting very soon. Looks like 30 seconds. Oh.
And they go. As you can see how they handle this phase. I mean, again, they just need to split right perfectly. Actually, digging in the mists. Quick clear on the portal here, already reaching there, and actually clears it just in time. Mediocre just slightly behind, and they're already getting the next phase. So far, nothing too bad. Teams are actually okay here. See how fast they can actually clear the rooms now.
Like both teams are fairly even. I think the Soul Beast is going to do the kill all room here.
You have the Revenant here choosing to go. Will go through. Ooh, actually choosing two people to go through Collider room here, like as you can see. Whereas they have just two people here clearing the doors in this room. Really clean executions from Diggin. Yeah, Diggin has actually been very clean with their portal strategy, their ad pulls. DPS has been pretty good. I do look
you can see here the Firebrand, he's doing a thing here. So for the first two gates, actually, the thing that you have to kill is actually behind the gate. It's the unstable portal.
Yeah.
And as Firebrand, you can actually hit the portal behind the gate. So you can use like your Torch 5 to hit it.
Yeah.
And the portal has very low health. So if you like give yourself ashes or something, you can proc your ashes on it and kill the portal really quickly.
Actually, the Revenant here is struggling for mediocre at best.
Yeah, he's dying in the door room. I'm not sure what happened. Perhaps it's like stick together or something. But he kind of died to nothing there.
Interestingly enough, the doors PVD actually can kill someone. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. They do get the shield phase right up with the ooze. They have to actually wait. This kind of stalls a while. But they're very far behind actually, because Diggin is already at the boss, and it looks like they will burn this boss immediately. Already phased it at this point. The 50% through.
Is just deleting this. Let's see if the Firebrand is going to reflect the mechanic here. No reflects? No, he's doing it. There it is. 5.
Wow, that is very smooth from them. Actually, almost done here.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, very nicely done. 3 minutes, about like 7 seconds if you don't count the chest pop.
Yep. The Condi Daredevil just deleting the boss health. So much damage. Okay, and Dig in the Mist is advancing, and Mediocre at best is going to be eliminated off of that, I think.
Yeah, they will actually be eliminated, yes. So Mediocre and Every Inch are the two teams from today. Oh, and they actually wipe here. They might wipe.
Oh no.
They do.
Yeah, no prot or reflect. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think they just face tank the mechanic.
Alright, we actually go towards the next phase. Fortunately, they do wipe as done for them, as we are already getting ready for the next teams.
We're back up to the upper bracket now, right? Because everything in the lower bracket's filled.
It's done. Yes, upper bracket gaming.
Apparently, it's already 1 a.m. in Central European time.
You know, it's 2:30 a.m. where I'm at.
Oh my lord, it's late. Damn.
Yeah. We actually chose to cancel Friday. I feel like we should have actually kept Friday. But
we should have probably went.
But the problem is because teams thought like we would only get 8 to 10 teams at most. So it should have been easy. So we're like, okay, like the 7 teams who were already registered were like, let's cancel Friday. And
what's the chance of starting earlier tomorrow?
We should start earlier tomorrow. I think.
Yeah, we should. Because I think people want to sleep.
Yeah.
Getting some messages on the Discord.
Yeah, so no. I think tomorrow we'll start at least. I'd prefer maybe 12 p.m. to be honest, EST. So
I think that's fine. Yeah. I'll wake up tomorrow.
People can make an exception for 12 p.m. So we'll run these last games. So we got Destiny and Nintendo gameplay next.